I'm Stephen Foskett, editor of Gestalt IT and founder of Tech Field Day, and I am here at Commvault GO in National Harbor, Maryland, November 2017. I am speaking with some of the folks from Commvault, and I was just down on the show floor. There's a giant map. There's fires, there's floods, there's earthquakes. I think there's a Godzilla in the corner. And so I needed to talk to Eugene Trautwein. You are VP of Customer Support.
That's right.
Apparently this map has something to do with Commvault customers?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we do is we actually monitor from a global basis any natural disaster, even some electronic, like ransomware and so forth, and we look out for where customers may be vulnerable. So take, for instance, with the fires in California, we saw that up there. We automatically go through and identify a list of customers that may be affected and proactively reach out to just help them through a point of crisis, and that's really when it matters, right? And then from that point, when they log any issues or there's any problems they need help with, we prioritize that. We get the whole team on it to make sure that they're covered.
So let me ask you, let's say there is a customer in, in San Francisco,
Yep.
and there's some, fires north of there. How are you going to communicate that, and what are you going to recommend that the customer does?
So the first thing we do is we obviously reach out by phone, right? And we follow it up with an email to say we're available for you. But our recommendation is obviously they've got to keep safe and do what they have to do, but we're there to help them. So we just touch base, we say, hey, are you okay? Is there anything we can do to help prioritize? In some instances, it may be something that's coming. So it might be a hurricane that's coming up the coast. So what they're doing is making sure they're prepared for the disaster. They've got all their backups covered, they've got the data on DR, and maybe there's an issue there. So we will jump on that and we'll help them prioritize that.
Yeah, so a giant monster is coming up the coast. They may want to get their tapes out of the way or their data out of the data center. And Commvault can do that sort of thing, right? I mean, you can actually move the data.
Yep. So we'll move the data, and so the customer's taking that data and moving it from their production site that might be hit, copying it back over to head office. And how do you do that? And how do you prioritize that? And if they've got issues, we're there to help them. That's the important thing.
Yeah, so if they don't have a lot of time, though, they're going to have to prioritize which data to synchronize, right?
Yep.
And that's another aspect that maybe you guys can help them with, because, of course, Commvault does have a lot of data classification built into the platform.
Yep. Yeah, I think so. Really, it comes down to which systems are the most critical for them and helping them and guiding that, using the product to help them drive that. And we have the ability to select certain data to prioritize that over other data. And that's really impactful in those situations, because time's your enemy, so to speak.
And so here on the show floor, like I said, there's the big map. How are you going to demonstrate that for people walking through?
Yeah, so we've got the map. It shows you what's happening around the world. We may add Godzilla into it just to make it a little bit more interesting. But it's really about, you come in, you understand how we look at it. We've got RSS feeds that monitor this in the background. We've got a team around the world monitoring it. So you come and have the conversation with us and get those details on what we can do and how you could use us in those situations.
Very good. I don't know of any other customers or any other companies that are doing this for their customers. It seems like a great idea. I mean,
Thanks.
I'm really impressed. So thank you very much.
No, it's a pleasure. I mean, at Commvault, what we're really worried about is partnering with our customers, making sure they're successful. And this is something we can add as value to them when they're in a crisis. And that's when it really counts.
And this isn't like a subscription service. This is just what Commvault customers get?
Commvault customers get.
Wow, that's great. Well, thank you very much. It's great to learn about this. I will be visiting the booth to get a little bit of a demo in person. And those of you watching, thank you for joining us. If you're interested in this, go over to techfieldday.com, where you'll find some Commvault demos and so on from this presentation or this week. And you can also find more videos like this one at gestaltit.com or our YouTube channel.